Mustang when I was 15. My grandpa gave it to me 'cause I had a crush on a girl who lived on the other side of the county. That car ran on sweat and blood and 2 full-time jobs. My grandpa spent his whole life saving up, the first man in his family to go to college. So he gave me his Mustang, the old man's Mustang, the old man's car. After a year, that car had 200,000 miles. I went back to my grandpa and said, "What do I do now?" He said, "Son, it's time for you to learn about the finer things in life, like taking turns. We just need to replace the motor and maybe get a new starter." I said, "How much is that gonna cost?" He said, "A few $100. And it's about time you got a job." That car ran on sweat and blood and 2 full-time jobs. My grandpa spent his whole life saving up, the first man in his family to go to college. So he gave me his Mustang, the old man's car. Well, I learned how to change the oil and rotate the tires, and I kept that car until the day I retired. My grandpa told me when I was a kid, the secret to life is a good pair of boots and a woman who likes fishing. Well, I lost my grandpa when I was 22. So when the day comes, when it's my time to, I won't have much, just my boots and guitar, and a beat-up Mustang in the yard. That car ran on sweat and blood and 2 full-time jobs. My grandpa spent his whole life saving up, the first man in his family to go to college. So he gave me his Mustang, the old man's car. The cornfield lies flat as a paper sheet. That's where Johnny will rest in peace. I'll be surprised if the sky's blue. There's a whole lot of drinking to do. Everyone knew it was coming. You know, those old men are just born running. They were working the grave shift that night, but heaven was only a mile drive. Johnny said, "Boys, you don't know a thing. There's 2 kinds of men and 2 kinds of dreams. One is to live like a goddamn king, and one is to die in your hometown." God knows what he saw. It was dark and I don't think he slowed down at all. It ain't easy for an old man to go. We all know it's his time to go. The preacher stood at the head of the bed looked in the eyes of a man who'd been dead. He whispered to me, I was too late. I said, Johnny, it don't matter, it's your last day. He said, boys, you don't know a thing. There's two kinds of men and two kinds of dreams. One is to live like a goddamn king, and one is to die in your hometown. This town's been my shelter for years. Ain't nothing but dusty streets and cornfields here. And I got an itch I just can't seem to scratch, 'cause I was born a runner, and I ain't never looking back. They say that I've gone crazy, they say that I'm not right for saying that I'm leaving this small town life. They think that I am selfish, they think that I am dumb for wanting something better than working to die young. And I've tried to explain, but they just don't understand. I was born to be a man on the run. This town's been my hell for years. If I stay here, I'm bound to just disappear. There's a whole world out there that I ain't seen yet. I wanna die with some stories to tell on my deathbed. They say that I've gone crazy, they say that I'm not right for saying that I'm leaving this small town life. They think that I am selfish, they think that I am dumb for wanting something better than working to die young. And I've tried to explain, but they just don't understand. I was born to be a man on the run. Maybe I'm just crazy, maybe I'm not right for wanting more than the 9 to 5. Maybe I am selfish, and maybe I am dumb for thinking I can make it on nothing but young love. But if I die in vain, I guess you'll understand that I was born to be a man on the run. They say that I've gone crazy, they say that I'm not right for saying that I'm leaving this small town life. They think that I am selfish, they think that I am dumb for wanting something better than working to die young. And I've tried to explain, but they just don't understand. I was born to be a man on the run, a man on the run, a man on the run. I was born to be a man on the run. Last night I heard the dogs running through my neighborhood. One was black and one was brown, and one was young and good. The same pack chased me down the highway, made it go. When I woke up, my baby's hand was cold, was cold. You can fall asleep in a Cadillac, with your name engraved on a paperback, and your hand out the window when your head in your lap. But if you ain't in it to win it, you might not come back. This town will drag you out behind the shed, show you a picture of what you could have had instead. It's the kind of place you get in and you don't get out, with all the lost dogs running around. You can fall asleep in a Cadillac, with your name engraved on a paperback, and your hand out the window and your head in your lap. Nothing that come back. And there's people from here who live in New York City, and there's people from here who live in LA. But there's only one boy who still calls me baby, and he's coming home to me any day. Now this night I heard the dogs running through my neighborhood. One was black and one was brown, and one was young and good. The same path chased me down the highway, made of gold. When I woke up, my baby's hand was cold, was cold.